Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It is another beautiful day. Yes, sir. Hope everybody out there, man. I hope you're not being less, but I hope you're blessed, healthy, and that health is creating wealth for you. And it's another one, man. It's a beautiful one out here. The sun is shining in South Florida, man. I hope it's beautiful where you at. And if it's not, it may be rainy or gloomy, make the best of it. Make the best of it. Make the best of the 24 hours, man. So I dropped a video a couple days ago. I've been in and out. I had to clear some space on my phone, man, and transfer these videos on the computer and on the hard drive. So I wasn't able to come back. But we working on a book, working on some things right now, man, that's been helping me out, and that I just wanted to put on paper and possibly just help somebody else be accountable for what they got going on, man. I got a lot of people in my corner that's helping me be accountable for the things that I got going on. So we got some things coming out for y'all, man. Anyways, jump right into it. You know, we on this spiritual guidance. We on the spiritual guidance. We understanding, you know, our spirituality and how we move it. I'm not talking religion, I'm talking spirit. I'm talking about the God in you, all right? The God one. So look, illusions. This is very, very important. Propaganda, if you want to call it, but we're dealing in the spiritual sense. So what we have to understand is that when we're in the spirit is what's real. The spirit is the water. The spirit is the earth. The spirit is what everything else comes from and grows through. And that's in a physical sense. And that's kind of mundane as in how powerful the spirit is. Everything that is manifested on the earth plane is through spirit. It's through the unseen. If I can say it like that, and you can easily understand that. The world that we see in this 3D world, in this light-based world, and the projections that we see, this is an illusion. The movies that we see, for instance, The Matrix and all of these different things, they put the evidence right in front of us, right? They put the evidence right in front of us. So we can straighten up the camera a little bit like that. I hope that's better. But they put the evidence right in front of us, man. And we've been knowing this stuff for years. You got different people that break down the movies. You got different people that break down different aspects of Hollywood, right? And they dissect it to the point where you can decipher the information in the codes behind the matrix, meaning the illusion. This is all an illusion. Let me tell you why it's an illusion, why you have to be stronghold spiritually. Because your spirit is what guides you. Your spirit is attached to your unconscious mind, excuse me, right? So for instance, it's like Duck say, shout out to Duck. We pay for things, right? We pay for things that are grown freely. Understand, I didn't say grown for free. Freely, meaning if it has seeds, because it's 2022, we live in a day and age where everything, especially in the hood, is seeds. Especially in the hood. You can't find a seed in an orange, an apple, a pear, or nothing. But if it has seeds and you put it in the wild and you let it grow, it will freely grow. You put it in the right environment, in the right soil. You don't have to watch over it. It's already a system spiritually in place to cultivate it, watch over it, and make sure that it grows exactly how it's supposed to grow. Even if you see it as deformed or short or not luscious enough, it is exactly how it is supposed to be. Governed over the oneness, over the all, what we call the creator, without us being here. But since we know metaphysics, you can't have consciousness right? You can't have the world that we see without consciousness entering into it. So we were always here to cultivate it. That's getting more deeper into the metaphysics of the spiritual realm. That's why, you know, I say that the spiritual is what manifests the physical in this light realm, in this 3D realm that we live in, right? So once we understand that, then we have to understand that we need to be spending as much time in a spiritual place. Now, don't get me wrong. You can be spiritual and still getting physical things done. Do not get it twisted, because it's a walk hand in hand. It says in the Bible, right? The basic instructions before leaving earth. Basic instructions. Understand that is basic. Basic instructions before leaving earth. Right? That we are what? One with the Creator. One with the Father. Right? It's a oneness. We are in each other. And we cannot have one without the other. Understand this and understand who you are within the spirit and the power that you have. And this is in the power as in having a narcissistic way of looking at it, as trying to be in control of something, right? This is the power as in a humility or in a humbling of understanding who you really are. So, illusion, understand, decipher what that is. Illusion in the spirit. So when you come out here and you walk in the matrix, just like Neo and Morpheus, they can spot the agents. They can spot certain glitches, certain things going on in the matrix, so you can understand how to move what? Spiritually and physically in the 3D realm. These are the things we have to understand. Because one thing I've come to understand is that it's like what that's not Plato, but Socrates. On his deathbed, he said, all I know is that I do not know anything. Right? We have to understand that and get that grasp. Because what is in the world is propaganda. We decipher and we get the consistencies to make it true and to get truth out of it. But in all actuality, it's propaganda. It's propaganda, because at the end of the day, we don't know. We really don't know. We're believing something, and then we'll get the information to say that we know, and to say that we have knowledge. But a wise person really understands that they don't know anything. That's why they're always on the hunt for more wisdom, always having the hunger to edify themselves, self-educate. You understand where I'm coming from? So, and I really hope that I'm able to be clear and transparent in my talks, man. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not your guru. I don't have my master's. I just come and regurgitate information, whether I'm writing it down or coming here and giving a different face, a different tone on possibly the same thing that you've heard 10, 20, 30 times throughout your lifetime, depending on how old you are. Maybe it's the first time you all hearing something like this. And I really hope that I am coming off as clear as possible and not as biased in any way. I'm being as neutral as possible, because I really want to stick to the straight and narrow here. We don't want to be polarized either way. We want to have a center, not a balance, but we want to be centered. We want to be centered, straight down. I like to think of the straight and narrow as the chakra points, as the road going up, your spinal column coming up, your kundalini. Understanding this narrow road and what this is to the. But we'll talk on those things, man. If that's something you really want to get into, like, subscribe, comment, let me know. I'm working on, I told you guys in the last videos, I'm working on some stuff so I can really sit down. We can get into some books. I've got some other books that aren't as mainstream as other books, that we can really break down, decipher, compare, contrast, and really understand to the best of our degree of who we are, where we come from, and where we are going, so we can raise our vibrations properly, so we can be where we need to be when the time comes for us to do what we need to do for our culture, for our people, for our family, for our loved ones. Understand that. All right, it's a micro to the macro. We gotta understand that it's a smaller picture to the bigger picture. As above, so below. We all reflect one another. We all reflect one another. And we all gotta understand that. We gotta understand that. So I'm not gonna go too crazy today, man. We're going 10 minutes. Illusions. Understand. Ask for clairvoyancy. Ask for clarity in the spirit on how to decipher the illusions. On how to decipher the illusions. Anyways, man, I hope I was really able to come across and give you all, a different perspective. You know how I am. I'm not big on, if you believe in me or anything, but hopefully I came to you from a different perspective where you can look at it differently. So next time when you go into your studies, I had that conversation with your inner circle, you have a different perspective to bring. That's the whole point of these videos, is to have a different perspective. It's enough information out here for us to go and get and dissect and decipher and do our due diligence, where certain things I don't have to go all the way into, unless that's what's needed by you all, the core people that's watching this, because not everybody is going to watch this. This video not meant for everybody. Everybody won't wait to the end to watch exactly what I'm saying right now. So if you made it this far, congratulations, man. It's a link in the bio. Start earning money today. Get into NFTs, get into crypto, get into the future of where the world is going. Even though everybody might not like it, nobody can stop it, the ones that do not like it. So what we have to understand is the world is going in this direction. So we have to be ready for it, whether it's spiritually, physically, digitally, virtually, whatever the case, we have to be ready for it, because we are the creators of our world. Sorry about that lighting. But we are the creators of this world. So click the link. You want to get into that? Remember, our motto is we turning digital into physical. We investing in digital, 10 years, 5 years, whatever the case. Boom, and we going to buy land physical. All right, we're gonna outsmart the system, outsmart the matrix. Understand that what we in. So I'll let you guys go for today. Peace, love, happiness. Don't be less, be blessed. Health leads to wealth. I'll see you in the next video.